Good looking now, G.
Everybody ever tell you that he made you beautiful, beautiful. Everybody ever tell you that God made you beautiful, beautiful.
Hey there, excuse me, miss. No disrespect, you're very precious. Please tell me what's your name. You're a precious gem and God's to blame. No, I'm not trying to spit the game, cause it's your soul I'm trying to claim. You probably never heard of this. I love affair without a kiss all the time.
Welcome to The Hype, a show that focuses on issues that affect young women. This show is an extension of the Philadelphia Seeley Project, which is a healthy lifestyles workshop for Black girls ages 14 to 18. Our workshops focus on healthy relationships, personal communication, gender-neutral pride, and HIV/STD prevention education. We'll have more info about our workshops at the end of our program. I'm your host, Jessica, and today's topic is Talk to Me, knowing how to communicate effectively. Now, knowing how to communicate effectively isn't the easiest thing to do, especially since every day we are dealing with different personalities, different challenges, and different situations. Most of us have at one point looked back at a situation and realized that if we had communicated effectively, it would have gone a lot smoother. That being said, today we're going to be focusing on how well do you communicate your thoughts and feelings and whether or not you feel like you're being misunderstood. Before we go into our topic, let's throw it to Miss Tiff for the Hype Updates.
Hey, what's going on? It's Tiffany Bacon here with your cultural report. So today I'm going to take you down to Penn's Landing for one of the city of Philadelphia's most culturally diverse events. We call it Global Fusion.
Well, we're here to enjoy the music. It's a wonderful affair. It's a wonderful celebration for Philadelphia. It allows people to enjoy some alternative acts and some music that's usually not they're exposed to, and just a wonderful day in the city.
They have people represented all over the world in their performances, whether it's salsa, they have African artists, Caribbean artists, all of that gets represented here today along with the mainstream artists. So it's a fantastic event for everyone.
And we get it for free.
Free! The extra E is for the extra me.
Well, I'm here at Global Fusion because first and foremost, I love music. I'm a music connoisseur, and this is the one day in the out of the year where we get to kind of enjoy music from different cultures and different areas, and so I love this atmosphere. Different people, you get to socialize with different people, and it's just an awesome place to be on the waterfront in the best city in the world, Philadelphia.
Celebrate the various cultures, the new acts, things we have not heard yet, and just to celebrate us as a city.
Global Fusion is amazing, and the music, the performances are wonderful. It's free. How could you not be down here? It's a beautiful day.
Right now I am here. Charlie Mack invited me out this year. Every year I'm like, is Charlie gonna invite me? And I was just excited to be here. Events like this is all about peace, all about coming together, unity, and just being peaceful, period, in your everyday life. And stuff like this, there are things that I have to support, and I have to come out. And they got food. They treat you good. No, but it's a
certainly happy Brandy is back on the scene. Well, that's it for today's edition of the Cultural Report. Thanks for checking me out. You're watching The Hype, TV for, by, and about young women on Comcast Channel 66, Philly Cam.
We're here with my co-hosts Vanessa and Latoya. So ladies, how well do you feel like you communicate your thoughts and feelings?
I think that I communicate my thoughts and feelings effectively. I guess people just, the way I come off or the way I might say things, they think I'm an aggressive type of person, so it might be interpreted wrong, misinterpreted I should say. But I feel like I communicate everything the way it should be and the way it should be interpreted. I guess I need to work on my attitude and my body language when communicating sometimes, because
that's all a part of it.
Yes, and that can add a lot to the way they interpret. I'm trying to go for a more assertive communication without saying exactly what I'm saying, but without using the whole body movement, body language, and attitude, so I can get that point across most effectively as possible.
I'm a passive person. So once I'm actually like communicating and actually telling someone, you know, explaining, talking about my emotions or feelings or whatever, I think I do it very assertively and get to the point, and I think it's like effective. But I think for me the problem is getting me to get to that point, you know, to actually say things, because I am more of a passive person, just kind of like, okay, and it takes something to really tick me off for me to, like, you know, assertively communicate. Yeah, for me to be like, okay. But I mean, I'm not aggressive. Sometimes I wish I was, but I need a little bit of you, right?
I feel like
sometimes I wish I was.
I agree with like Toya, because I come off sometimes as not necessarily aggressive, but mean or rude, and it's like I'm like what you would call, what is it? Passive aggressive. Okay. That's what they call me. So I'm the both of you guys. I'm passive aggressive. So it's like I'm not aggressive with it, but I'll just say something and make you go, "What did she just say?" But in reality, I don't realize that I'm like saying it, because to me, what comes to my mind, it just comes out. I don't have a filter. I need to work.
To you.
I have to work on a filter, because I don't have that filter where if someone says something to me, I'm just gonna honestly tell you how I feel. Exactly. And now it's not what you say, but how you say it. So the way that I say it may come off as rude or mean, but it's not the way that I'm trying to do. So do you guys ever feel like you are misunderstood? Often misunderstood by what you say?
No, I don't think so. Just because since I am a passive person and I don't necessarily speak about a lot of things, when I do speak up about something, people just tend to like sit silent and look at me like, okay. And like it just gets straight to the point, and it's just like, this is what I want, this is how I want it, or like I just get straight to the point, assertive, and that's it. Like, so I don't feel like I'm usually misunderstood when I'm speaking up.
I think I'm definitely misunderstood when I'm speaking of. My sister just had an event last Friday. Her prom was going on, and I was just like the main person keeping in charge of everything. So if something wasn't neat or something wasn't the way it should be, I would go to that person and say, "Look, you fixed it." And I know I came off as aggressive, like, "Oh my gosh, she's a bitch. Yeah, she needs to the way she communicating to me is just like, no, like she's just being mean." And that's not how I wanted it to come out. But I was just under so much stress. It's like, we need to get this done, and this is the way I'm communicating to you. Get it done. And like at the end of the thing, after everything went well perfectly or whatever, at the end of the event, my mom came to me. My mom was like, "Yeah, some of my friends were saying that you were so mean," because it was their first time meeting me, so they had that first impression, like, "Oh my gosh, she is really, really mean, obnoxious and everything." But that's not how I wanted it to come off, people. That's not how I wanted it to come off. I wanted it to just look like I'm trying to get my things done, and this is how I want it to be done.
But
I'm sorry it came off there.
Sometimes when you have to get things done though, like it's just like you just gotta do what you gotta do. Exactly. Like you just, it's just like, all right, well, I don't care how I am. Like when I'm in leadership roles, it's just like, all right, I know I'm passive, but that's somewhere else. I'm a leader right now. Exactly. So you just gotta like speak. You gotta be assertive. You gotta do whatever you have to do to get whatever needs to be done. Yes. So I think communications in different places, like in relationships or in work, like you communicate differently.
Right.
Like, because sometimes you just have to get things done. People need to take you seriously, and you need to be assertive to the point. And sometimes you need to get a little more aggressive, right? Because maybe they don't get the point.
And that's kind of like what I was saying earlier in the intro. There's no perfect recipe for being, for having good communication. Different situations render different reactions. So, it's a work in progress, and that's the point that we're trying to come across, is like we all are work in progress, and so we all realize that we have some faults and we need to work on it. But knowing that you need to work on yourself is the first step. And so, how do you feel that there's this stereotype that black women are just aggressive in nature, and that's just how they are when it comes to communication? Why do you feel like that stereotype is the way it is?
I think it's like that for a lot of different reasons. Like just what I said before, when you're in a workplace or working environment or whatever, females in particular, like you just feel like you have to put a lot more out there to be taken seriously. So I think sometimes you cross the line of being assertive to being aggressive to be taken seriously as a leader or as a boss or as whatever. And also I think that a lot of African American females, there are single households, like with the woman leading those households. So I think that it's also comes in part with like having to take that role of a man also, with children and having to raise them up by themselves, and just like having to kind of take that aggressiveness or just make up for both parts. So I think in that, like, you just become aggressive because you know like the world is not going to give you anything, so it's like I have to go get it. Nobody's going to give it to me, so my mindset is I gotta go get it.
It's kind of like, I've read about it, it's because I've heard that it's because black women are at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to society. Because you have white man, black man, white woman, then you got black woman, all the way at the bottom. So it's kind of like when you have the youngest child, and the youngest child sees that everybody else is getting treated the best, so they have to overcompensate for, I want to be heard, I'm the youngest, I know that no one wants to treat me the same. But so I feel like that's just how it is for black women. It's like they're at the bottom of the totem pole, so it's like they got to overcompensate sometimes just to be heard. And sometimes you might not even be doing anything and you're called aggressive or all this other stuff. Like when they said that about Michelle Obama, they were saying how she's just so aggressive and she needs to know her place. But do you think that it would even be the same if it was somebody else, if it was a different color? Why?
Well, let me just backtrack, because I heard something that Vanessa said earlier, and she was talking about how we get it from like our parents, because my mom was a single parent, and I see how she was aggressive in the household, because she had that man role and she had that female role, because I didn't have a dad that was there when I was growing up. So when I got into a relationship with my current boyfriend now, it was just like, you need to chill, let me do what I'm supposed to do and you do what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, oh, wait. It's supposed to be like that, because I never was raised like that. Like my mom did everything a man should do, she did everything a woman should do, so why can't I do it today in my relationship? How do y'all feel about that? Like, that pissed me off.
I totally agree, because I came in contact with a gentleman who wouldn't let me do anything. Like, I'm talking about, you not picking up bags, you're not doing this. It's like, whoa. And then like, I told him how, like I paint too. I do something around the house. I put up a new shower head. He's looking at me like, you did what? And I'm like, where does this aggressiveness come from? I don't know where the stereotype of women, not black women in particular. I mean,
first off, if you want to pick up my bags, you can pick up my bags. I have no problem with that.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, I think it just has a lot to do with like us having to be self-sufficient, like feeling that we have to be independent. Nobody's gonna give us anything. Nobody's gonna do anything for us. So it's just like, even before there's a man anywhere in the picture, it's like I have to get my stuff together, because even if he comes, it's like in the back of your mind, like he's not gonna be here for long. Like, like, who knows how long he's gonna be here. I need to be able to survive even if
without
he leaves. Yeah. So, and I think in black women's mind, that's just how we think, and that's how we operate. We have to be independent, and you really can't be independent in a relationship. Like, it just, independent in a relationship, like
it doesn't go together.
Like, it's just,
it doesn't go together.
But I think that's what it is. Like, we just like, oh, I gotta do it myself. I gotta be able to do this. But like, you can't be that way.
And I just feel like everything that has to do with stereotypes, it all roots back to something. And the fact that they feel that black women are aggressive in nature, it all goes back down to the slave times. I feel like every time you talk about something that has to do with African Americans, no matter what you talk about, it has something to do back then. And like, that's how it is. They separated the women from the men. The men were out in the field, they separated them, and then the woman was doing both. And it just so happened that she had to be aggressive so that, she had to be aggressive with her kids so that the kids don't get beat. She had to be aggressive with the man, she had to do this and she had to do that. So it just turned out that, like you said how your mother was aggressive, so you became aggressive. It just kept going and kept going and kept going to the point where now it's like a norm. If you're black and you're a woman, you're just angry. You're just angry.
And even with that, sometimes I think it's just a stereotype. So even if you're being assertive as a black woman, I feel like people just think you're being aggressive.
Exactly.
Like, no, I'm not. I'm just it's just like, no, I'm making my point. I'm making it clear. This is it. And then it's just like, if you do that, they just see you as aggressive. People just like, oh, you're aggressive.
And exactly, it's like just a losing situation. If you try to be assertive, then they're gonna think of you as aggressive. And then if you become passive, then it's like you're not being an independent woman
at all.
You
let people walk over you.
You let people walk all over you. So we just have that catch-22 as black women. We're women and we're black, and so it really comes down to that point. So like, how do you think that we as black women could change that? Like, do you feel like some people just make it a stereotype, like, you know, like they perpetuate the stereotype?
I think that the people who are aggressive get noticed more than the people who are assertive. So I think that like even like sometimes when you're like riding the subway, you notice aggressive people, aggressive African American females on the subway. But someone who's assertive, you're not going to be able to pinpoint them out. Like, you know, aggressive people, like, they stick out, like they stand out like a thumb. And I think that's why everybody thinks like African American females are aggressive. It's because of course they're more noticeable.
It's like that one rotten apple ruins the bunch
the
thing.
whole bunch.
The whole
Like,
bunch.
there's so many. So I think I'm not really sure how we would break that stereotype. I mean, of course we should, you know, be more assertive, but like, I don't know how people are gonna notice that. What we can do to make people notice.
Yeah, it's just a work in progress. A work in progress. Yeah. So now let's see what the people on the street have to say.
I am a assertive communicator and also an aggressive communicator, because I can be assertive and get my point across, you know, without having to go like, oh my gosh, this, that, and third. But I can also keep calm. That's my assertive. But I think there is also a time and a place to be aggressive.
I'm an assertive person because I like to get my point across, and it's a certain way you can do it instead of being all angry and being in each other's faces about it, because I wouldn't want somebody in my face. So I'm a very assertive person.
I believe I am a assertive communicator because I feel as though nobody needs the time and energy for me to be all hyperactive and everything. Like, I just go about my business and I'm very calm about things. But I could also be aggressive if you come to my face and everything, and I try not to be that way sometimes. But
I'm Kiara, and I'm an assertive talker because I know how to handle situations without getting all hype. But I also can be an aggressive person if I feel as though you're trying to walk over me.
Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa with the Fashion and Beauty Report for today. Today we'll be talking about what your clothes communicate. If you don't think that what you wear affects how people engage you, then think again. In fact, a lot of the people that we meet never even get a chance to speak to us, but judge who they think we are just by what we're wearing. To prove this point, we're gonna speak to a couple of ladies about what they think about our beautiful hype ladies and how they're dressed today. So ladies, what did you think about the ladies that were sitting down?
Interesting. Some interesting outfit choices.
Okay, why?
Definitely. Well, I'm not very because we saw the girl with the see-through shirt, similar to that, and I was just like, that's cute. But I think it's the way maybe with the leggings, it's not my. Yeah, I think it makes it less, makes it more scandalous, I guess.
Okay.
As opposed to just intriguing.
Okay. I think one of the things that I noticed from my angle where I'm standing is I saw a hole, and it kind of, to me, looks like she didn't really care what she put on this morning. I kind of threw it on, wasn't really thinking about how it's gonna go.
Yeah, it's funny because I actually saw like the pink bra and I was like, oh, I like that pink bra. And then the next thing I thought was, well, I'm not sure if I would have put it with that navy blue.
Right.
So I was sort of thinking color-wise, just how that was. I wasn't, not so much like the tightness of it.
So what do you guys, if you guys first saw these ladies, both of them, what would you think they do? Like, what would you think they do for a living?
If the young lady that had the necklace and the shorts on, if she had like, seemed to be in a rush, right? Then I would sort of assume that she's a student, right? Or the lady with the pink bra, if she was just like standing around, you know, like this, and just, you know, like if her body had, her body language has suggested something different or suggested that, I might have sort of paired the outfit and her body language with, she may not be working.
I was thinking that the young lady with the see-through shirt on was less likely to actually be employed outside of a campus setting, maybe. Like, you know, in a professional setting, you can't really get along dressing like that. So that was one of the first things that popped to my head.
But if we were in Center City, I would assume maybe that the young lady with the shorts and the white tank top was either maybe worked in a clothing store or worked in an office setting, maybe as a secretary or something. And with the sister with the see-through shirt, I wouldn't necessarily assume that she was working today, if not working at all.
As you see, your clothes does affect how people see you. But not only your clothes, but also the confidence. If you look beautiful and you're dressed in a business suit, but you're insecure, then people will notice that about you. But if you're dressed scantily and you have confidence, people will notice that about you also. So this is Vanessa with the Fashion and Beauty Report, signing off.
Hey, what's up? This is Kyla Pratt, and you're watching The Hype.
On Comcast Channel 66, Philly Cam.
Hi ladies, and welcome to Health and Wellness. My name is Latoya, and today we will be talking about the 6 communication tips to make your next appointment with your doctor or physician as smoothly as possible. This is something that we as all women should have when communicating with our doctor, because we don't want to be misdiagnosed. So here are some tips that will make your next doctor's appointment as smoothly as possible. Number 1, bring someone with you to your next appointment. Sometimes having someone there to listen to doctor's instructions can fill in details you may have missed. Number 2, bring your notes. Prepare for questions your doctor is going to ask. What are your symptoms? How long have you had them symptoms? As well as any medications, including herbal or complementary therapies. Number 3, bring your questions. Prepare a list of questions you may have about your current symptoms, conditions, or treatment. What are the costs and risks associated with this treatment? Are there alternatives, as well as how to take the medication that you are going to be prescribed? Number 4, ask questions. If you don't understand your doctor, have him re-explain it to you. No question is a dumb one. If you remember a question after you have already left, feel free to call back. Number 5, repeat back. Make sure you have understood all of the information your doctor has given you by repeating back to your notes. Number 6, get a second opinion. Your doctor should be glad to see that you have taken an assertive role in your healthcare by seeing a second opinion if you are not sure about his advice. Well, that's it for today's Health and Wellness. I hope those tips will be helpful and will make your next doctor's appointment as smoothly as possible in terms of communication. Thank you. My name is Latoya. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Benita, and this is Lifestyles and Relationships. Today we'll be focusing on the 3 main forms of communication: assertive, aggressive, and passive. Passive communication is not having enough attitude. Being unable to tell someone how you really feel about a situation, what you want and what you need.
Hey Tony, what's up? How you doing?
Hey girl, what's up?
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for this dress. Oh my goodness, the party was so awesome. Thank you so much for it. I got a little stain on it, but I didn't have time to clean it, so.
You do?
But thank you though, thank you.
It's not the way I gave it to you.
I know, but I just didn't have time to clean it. Like, you know, my life is so busy. I just gotta be in a rush, but I just want to say thank you.
Maybe
okay?
Just a little bit, like just clean it a little bit.
No, I don't have time. I don't have the money.
But
alright, but
it's just not the way that I gave it to you.
Okay, I know, but next time, I'll fix it next time, alright? Alright, bye.
Thanks! Aggressive communication is having too much attitude. expressing or standing up for yourself in a way that punishes and demands or threatens someone else.
Hey Tony, what's up?
Hey girl, what's up?
Oh my goodness, that party was rocking.
Was it?
Yes, and girl, I looked so cute in this dress.
Did
Thank you so much.
You welcome.
I was cute, but like, you know, I was having fun, so I got a little stain on it. But I didn't have time to clean it, so I just thought you could take care of that, because I know,
I'm
like...
sorry, did you just say you got a stain on my dress?
Yeah, I got a stain on it.
The dress that I let you borrow?
Yeah.
You got a stain on it.
That's what I said.
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna turn around, you're gonna go get it clean.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Yes, you are.
You're gonna take care of that in my face.
What you're gonna do is, you're gonna go get this clean, or else you're not gonna borrow
If
anything
you want
else
your
from me.
dress, you can take it now, because if not, I'll take it,
that's
wash
how
it,
you
and
feel?
keep it.
That's how you feel? That's how you feel?
That's how I feel.
All right, because what I think is,
That's what I'm
what
saying.
you're gonna do is gonna go get it clean right
Thank you
now.
for the dress.
Oh, for real?
Assertive communication is having the right attitude, communicating your feelings and options in a direct, honest manner instead of hoping the other person will figure out what's on your mind.
Tony, what's up?
Hey girl, what's up?
Yo, I had so much fun at that party.
Did
Girl,
you?
This dress was rocking on me. I thank you so much for letting me borrow it.
Right,
but you know, I got a
right.
little stain on it. I had time to clean it, and I know you a clean person, so I knew you was gonna handle that with all that stuff you got.
Well,
so I was like, yeah.
Here's the thing. I let you borrow the dress, right? And we had like an understanding before that if I was giving it to you, then you would give it back to me in the same condition. So I'm just saying, like, if you find some time within this week, you don't have to do it right now, to go to the dry cleaners and get it clean. Cause I know you've seen that dress right there,
Yeah.
and I know you're gonna want to borrow it again, right?
I want to borrow it next
If you want to
weekend.
borrow it, that has to get cleaned
I mean,
first.
but you might not get it for a while, because you know I gotta wait till my check come in to get it cleaned.
Well, see, that's the thing. We had this agreement that you would clean it. I mean, I could walk you. We could go together.
All right.
All right. Because I know you want to borrow some more.
I do want. That's
if you want to borrow it,
because I want to borrow it.
we gotta have that understanding.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Here at CLA, we like to stress using assertive communication. Why, do you ask? For most of us, it's very difficult to adjust to using assertive communication without elevating to being aggressive. However, using assertive communication gets better results with less issues. I'm Benita. Thank you for watching.
If you're an African American girl between the ages of 14 and 18 and you'd like to participate in our workshops, please visit our website on the screen.
And that is it for our show today. We'll see you next time on The Hype.
Good looking now, G. Everybody, have to tell you that he made you beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
God made you beautiful. Beautiful.
Hey there, excuse me, miss. No disrespect, you're very precious. Please tell me what's your name. You're a precious gem and God's to blame. No, I'm not trying to spit the game, cause it's your soul I'm trying to claim. You probably never heard of this. I love a fair without a kiss. All the diamonds in the world could never hold to your value. You're a precious pearl. So has anybody ever tell you that you did anybody ever tell you God made you? He made you beautiful.
What's up, beautiful? Look at your style, beautiful smile, beautiful essence. You a beautiful child. I mean, a grown woman, you're grown woman. You in the wrong zone, but it's on when he make you his own. Daddy